Welcome in our last part of this meeting, outro, the part in which I will do a favor for you and tell once again what exactly happened with my very own voice. Why it's so important for me to say and for you to understand. Every time when we're doing any type of magic, remind that substance of magic is eternal. Once you cause it, it's alive and performing changes into the direction you pointed. Same as ritual is working, human voice is working. My voice consists of each one magical doing I've ever done, consists of each and every one ritual I've made, each and every one word I've said, each and every one ceremony I've ever been leading. Therefore, when I'm using my voice, I am connected with the power of those, and therefore, in such personal power, I can easily manifest what I'm describing with my voice into direction of manifestation. Conditions are everything what is born within my voice is the same as free will of God and free will of my own self, and everything what I'm causing in the universe within my magic and through my words is entrusted as a sound and as meanings in archangelic powers. That means every time when you hear me here on my YouTube channel, but most often also in real life, be sure that everything you hear may manifest or is manifesting this very moment you hear it. Because in art of manifestation, everything in the universe works just like the law. And most often people today don't even have any comparison and any comprehension what's law exactly supposed to be, because nowadays law is used by governments most often and other people to manage and to govern others. But law, in the eyes of God, is our natural privilege to be here on earth, to be most efficient version of self, to evolve, to learn, to be the love, and to perform this manifestation of love through relationships, actions, every precise doing we're picking. Reason of God is unconditional love, and we, each one of us, consists of it. Its main information, loudest information and most important information in ourselves, in everything what's building us physically. Not the only one, but the first one and the last one. Therefore, while we connecting with magic, and especially while we connecting with highest source through archangelic and angelic magic, be sure that each one drop of divine presence within you will rise, and is rising right now. So The ritual, this one you made, this one I made for you and with you, and also anyone which is in fact real ritual named as Road to Manifestation in Magic, works a little bit different than you learned from cartoons and MTV, okay? If you see here behind me, I have my altar. I don't have any type of, let's say, magic wands. I said this. To, just swing in the air and manifest you new home, new car, and everything you want. Even if I would have it, I wouldn't be using this for this purpose. That's of course. What I have certainty in hope. That means faith. And also a lot of experience, which making my certainty even more solid than it was ever before. And based on this certainty, I do know that everything which is written in our human hearts as pure miracle is here on earth for us to manifest this way or another. If something is such important value for you to happen about this, for you to take the next breath, to take the next step, that means you, not only as physical body, not only as mental kingdom of ego, identity, and everything you consider as your intellectual area of life, and not only you as a spirit, which means, of course, soul, but you as every kind of energy you ever caused, directly and not directly, is having possibility, the way, and also all help from God which is needed for you to make it happen. But we have three things in this universe which can't really happen if you don't make them happen, if you're not present in them. Mastery, victory, and the miracle. Those values can't be provided on earth without your presence in it, because in each one of them you became it. In each one of them you are the substance, the active witness, and the exact change. So, to be sure that magical ritual will happen into the direction you want it to happen, be sure that you are present in it. And I'm not saying be sure that you push the play on YouTube and been sitting here and, just watching. Being present is something very different. As far as you notice, I'm present in each one word I say. Present till the edges of molecules. I'm picking this word, not any other describing this very thing, in certain purpose. As a master of ceremony, which means your guide in this ceremony, and also which means the one who's joining kingdom of heaven and kingdom of earth in one precise point of manifestation, this is my duty to prepare you to perform your own ritual. So therefore I explain how I did mine. This one you just witnessed. First of all, I've been present. If you have your presence, for example, in your favorite songs, you've been listening to them since you remember, and you know that approximately your favorite of favorites consists of, let's say, 155 hours of your life in a different situation, because you've been listening to this on a swings, on a bus, in a plane, in different places. You can use this help and connect with not only the song, which resonates with you so very much. And first, little start to explain. Be sure that the song as energy and as message corresponds supportively with the thing actually you want to do in a ritual. Because if your ritual will be, for example, a ritual inviting love into your life, and your favorite song gonna be, for example, Bang with West Side Gun, then you could have a little trouble with manifest, because the word of artist you heard exactly has some kind of opposite according to what you wish. So before you're gonna collect your own presence from the places, situations and times in which you spend your seconds of life, be sure that you want to integrate them within your ritual. And to be sure that each one of your senses will be open for an effect, and each one of your senses will work with you, for you, and according to the wish you bringing here as your soul intent. Be sure that your physical senses are working. So once again, be present, hear something, and be most present in this music you can. Then taste something. If you not necessarily want to, let's say, experience out of body travel on the first ritual, you better be sure that you eat something. And I'm not saying something like a chips from 7-Eleven. Don't exaggerate on it. I say enrich your physical body in ingredients which will make, let's say, 2 jobs at one time. First, you don't gonna be hungry, so doesn't matter which kind of energy, how fast and with what kind of power and speed gonna be multiplied in the ritual, your physical body won't be feeling safe, taken care of, and your stomach would exactly say, yeah, I'm relaxed. This is important. So pick the food you like, food which is not gonna bring any unnecessary sensations to the ritual, unless you want to do absolutely, shamanic ritual and you're ready for this. This is of course not for YouTube, but I inspire every alchemist who can listen in between lines. So then be sure that this ingredient has a meaning which can bring some value to the table, which means on altar, which means to the ritual. So to be sure, of course, you can take a look around in internet. You can pick fruits or veggies which are right now, let's say, growing and popular in the place you are, or you can gain some knowledge about these, because why not? And there are many books about some meanings of ingredients in magic, but one of them is really useful and really simple, and we're using it in Spirit Academy since exactly I started to teach This is an encyclopedia of magical ingredients, like Sarozan. And of course, on the end of the book, you have some tables of ingredients and directions in which their power, which means water within them, in those fruits, in those veggies, in those trees and flowers, is flowing. This is natural magic, and of course, you probably wasn't expecting this while angelic teachings, but be sure that we as humans are here to combine those two kingdoms. So it's always gonna be mixed together and working together. If you want your manifestations on physical level, on the planet of Earth, not on another timeline in some galaxy far, far away, you better learn how to join it and combine together. Of course, instead of eating, you can drink something. But first of all, avoid any type of alcohol. Alcohol from Arabic language, alcohol, means nothing else but the soul of the demon. So exactly by using this combination of fire and water together, you are destroying what is spiritual within it, because this substance has own, let's say, identity, demonic of course, and as a substance is made to harm and to control. So if any person is taking such a substance to own body by own choice, in this point your body don't trust you, and in this point whatever you want to manifest, there is no one else within you for everyone kingdom and level of you to agree when you want to manifest free will. So be sure that especially while any type of magic, you will of course avoid alcohol. I'm avoiding alcohol 12 years. Yeah, exactly. You see? Like 12 archangels. Like, not only this, but this is best 12 years of my life, and I'm hoping for more. And every person who is in any kind of struggle with this may just right now smile, because the tool is also on the way. Here on this very YouTube, I will post ritual to help you make yourself free from it, if that's your free will. This ritual level will be exactly, let's say, most, maybe not majestic is the word, but let's say serious. I can perform and place online, even with this certainty that not only people who need it gonna find it, because this ritual consists of elements of exorcism, and right now I know how to do it safe for all of you, so be sure that really soon you can expect something like this from us in here. As a person who won the experience, I can also share my own experience with this. So as a person who's free from this very substance, I'm gonna share frequency of this very freedom with everyone who wants to be in tune with this. Use it as a tool from God you just received. Through me, yeah, that's serious, but use it and free yourself. And another thing, ritual is not a pill. It's not one click. It's not like we did the ritual and you open your fridge and then you're gonna find everything you ever wanted in this ritual. Ritual is the road, and it's working till the purpose you gave it is still in process to fulfill. By starting ritual, we start some certain stream of reality. We sending the new wave into universe we all living, and it is alive. Since the very moment you told your free will in a ritual, this free will is alive. So after you manifest it in a ritual, take a deep breath and remember that's the first breath in a universe in which you and your dream are sharing the place and time. And when you're taking this first breath, your wish and your fulfilled dream is only one breath off. So take another and the next one, and same with steps. Your life, through the way of intuition, gonna guide you how to empower this energy, and first of all, gonna warn you how to not destroy it. That's why we say that ritual is like actually equalizer to make your intuition louder and to make your inner voice really, really heard by your own consciousness. Every ritual is rebuilding us higher. Right now, you consist of everything you ever did, everything you ever ate, everything you ever touched, everything you ever did, everything plus the ritual. So, when you're gonna see the next person and say hi to this person, in your hi, this ritual will be audible. In this very hi, this ritual will be shiny and working and maybe even coherent immediately if this person needs atom of something you consist of right now and you are able and full of free will to share. When you say hi the next time, remember about this. When you will say good morning, as well. When you will say ladybug, same. In every word, you consist of magic. So, through every word, magic will flow through you into the direction of universe. Of course, if that's your free will. The kingdom of magic you just entered is your home since ever till ever. You always been present there within your most sacred moments. Most often people just don't know how to get back to this certain frequency which is highest possible for now. So I have some, let's say, example from my life. If a person is asking me on the beginning of road in knowledge and in esoteric arts which ritual to make, I'm always saying the last one I did, because I do consist of everything I did before. So each one ritual in which I'm teaching basics is also there. So you will understand what I'm doing today with understanding and acceptance for everything what happened before. To know how it works like, I recommend you another movie on my channel which I recorded a few years ago. And remember that I'm from Poland and English I'm speaking I've learned from rap music, and everything I've ever, let's say, learned in English, I've learned not from some random teachers which been, thrown to my school as a punishment for I don't know what kind of things. I've learned from people which energy and whom aura was so interesting for me that I have learned a language to understand them. My first teachers were NWA, then of course every and each one song of Eminem, and of course Jada Kiss and Wu-Tang Clan and Prodigy, of the rest in peace. And then I translated then some new albums of Wu-Tang Clan. And it was happening when I was 14, and since this very moment I dropped school. It wasn't interesting anymore, and for a while, of course, right, for a few months. And I heard, that was the reason of me dropping school, I heard first NWA album, and first time in my life I experienced how a person can entirely and fully feel the words with substance of self. So I decided to learn this language of spells, and I did. In the meantime, I've learned English language enough to talk to you right now. And of course, I know this is not easy for everyone to get with machete of patience through my accent, but if you're ready for magic, I hope you're also ready for this. If you have any type of questions, which are, of course, about ritual, about magic, and about anything you experience right now, ask them below this very movie, and as a wish, I will find some time in the future to make some Q&A for you. Power of love, power of love, power of love. Stay tuned and be sure that soon, in this very place, in this very time, magic gonna happen, and you will see. Namaste, homies.